afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Ankita.
Yes, sir.
So, briefly tell me about yourself in brief.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Ankita Mogra. I am pursuing my BTech from Gitanjali Institute of Technical Studies. My aggregate till 6th sem is 89 percentage. I completed my schooling from Tulsi Amrit Kanur. I scored 92% in 10th and 87 percentage in 12th. Apart from this, I do some courses from NPTL, and I completed my internship from Pyrotic Electronics Private Limited. Uh, Apart from this, I am doing some projects in our innovation lab, and uh, I am better in PCB designing and deep trace and kill software. That's all about me, sir.
Your internship from Pyrotech.
Pyro, yes, sir.
So, what learning outcome you are having from that internship?
So I learned about how we can check the components, how we can identify which reading we get, and how can we increment or decrement that reading, which type of voltage we want, and which type of output it given. Then how can we change it or decrease or increase it?
Nani, what kind of software knowledge you have?
So I learned about Python and C++.
Okay. So, you are having good knowledge about software?
Yes,
Why you
enough
not going for the
that
software jobs? Why secure?
because sir, I am interested in electronics. That's why I am not joined IT company.
Okay. There are many electronics company also providing the software jobs.
Yes, sir.
Then why secure only?
Because sir, it is a good company and it always try to enhance the employees' knowledge, and it try always give them different situations and projects to learn and practical on it. Do practical on it. That helps to enhance. We can enhance our skills there. That's why I choose secure.
Okay. For example, you got one project, right? For example, you
Yes,
have
sir.
got the job in secure, and in secure at the initial phase you got one project which is an international project of their client. You've got a team of 5 members,
Okay, sir.
and the project time is only 2 days where you have to complete that whole project. For that you need to do
Okay,
18
sir.
hours of work in a day, you as well as your team members. So how these kind of projects you will
Yes, sir.
complete on time, and how you will cope up with that situation?
Sir, at that time, I will increase the team,
You
with
don't have choice to
according to.
increase the team. Only 5 members in the
Okay,
team, and
5 members.
18 hours a day. That is the minimum requirement to complete that task in a 2 days. You have to do at any cost. How you will manage it?
Sir, I try to solve the problem which make it impact larger time, which take a large time to do, and try to complete in a small time period. How can I replace that component? How can I solve this type of critical circuit in a
It is not
small
possible at
circuit?
all. 18 hours is must to complete that task, and 2 days is there to complete it. You don't have any choice. You don't have any alternative options available. You need to do 18 hours of work, which normally it is not possible for individual to work 2 days regularly for 18 hours in a day. So how you will manage it now?
But sir, we will try our best to complete it in any way, because my value also from the company's value. That's
So
why.
you tried at your level best, but you could
Yes,
not
sir.
complete the task in 2 days, whatever the time limit it was given to you. Then
Sir, I request from client to be increment a little bit time when I can complete it, and I try to solve it in within a quick time that I can do it.
big time means what?
means a short time period in which I can complete it.
Okay. Okay, Ankita.
So, can you begin by telling me something about yourself?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Ankita Mogra. I am pursuing my BTech from Gitanjali Institute of Technical Studies, Udaipur. My aggregate till 6th sem is 89%. I completed my schooling from Tulsi Amrit Senior Secondary, Kannur. And my 10th score is 92.33 percentage, and my 12th score is 87 percentage. And apart from this, I completed some NPTEL courses, and I completed my internship from Pyrotic Electronics Private Limited, Unit First. That's all about me, sir.
Right. So, tell me more about what did you do in your internship at Pyrotech, Ankita?
Yes, sir. So basically, our work for there is we are mainly in fault finding department, where we research about the fault finding of any PCB. What are the main factors that affect the PCB is not in working condition? We are working on that condition. So they have some rules of their own build. So first of all, they have mainly process to test any PCB to find a fault in it. First is visualization, second is continuity, third is measurement, and fourth is replacement. First, we check any PCB. If it come from any department, then we test it in visualization. Any error occurs from it, like any component is missing or any track is damaged in visualization. If there is no any component is missing or any track is damaged, then we check the continuity, in which we see the input to output continuity of any circuit, means the flow electrical track of any continuity of input to output is okay or not. Then we check the measurement of any component. They have three sections. They convert the PCB mainly divide into three sections: input, middle section, and output. Then we test about it, how many voltage we have given to the PCB and how many voltage we given in output. If they are in mismatch, then we test every component single by single. And then if any component is damaged, then we test it and replace it.
So, what did you do in
Yes.
that internship? This is, you explained me the PCB process. But आपने क्या
Yes.
किया? What did you do in this internship?
Sir, I checked the PCB there. There are mainly two testing of any PCB, online or offline. I test that PCB and find the fault that are actually complaint in PCB, by which the fault maybe occurs or not. And I replace the components. I learned about the IC and how can IC may be damaged, what are the problems they face, and by which MOSFET can be damaged, and how can we replace it.
Okay. So tell me, this interview is for the graduate engineer trainee at Secure Meter. So why should Secure Meter hire you as a graduate engineer trainee?
Sir, I think I have potential to work with them. I have skills that I learned in my fourth year. I want to express or experiment it in a by secure meter. So I think they hire me because I have potential to grab with this technique in our practical perspective.
So how many, there are, I think 20 or more students. So how
Yes,
are
sir.
you different? Everyone has potential, right? So what
Yes,
is
sir.
special about you?
Sir, as I am in front of you, I think I have an opportunity to present myself in front of you. That's a specific reason that they also select me for their company. And I have a skill I learned very fast. That's a good thing or a better thing too. They can easily take me for this opportunity.
अच्छा, ये बताओ आप कि what will a graduate engineer trainee do in secure meters?
Yes, sir. Firstly,
What-
sir, they read about the projects, that what they allocated, what they have to learn about that, what they are doing. Then they work on the different components they are working in secure meter. Then they have to perspect the what are the actual components and what is the working of the components. Firstly, we are working on it. Then we decided to work in which factor we are more efficient and working with it.
Okay.
Hello, Ankita, how are you?
Hello, sir. I am fine.
Okay, you are fine. So, my first question to you is related to what contents, till date, what contents you have learned from secure meter module?
So firstly, we learned about the basic differences of power electronics and electronic components like inductor, capacitor, MOSFET, BJT, how we can compare them, EMI, EMC, and LTM, that is basically a PCB designing software, and mainly learn about the power electronics basics.
So, in power electronic basics, what you have learned?
So every component, how we can make a circuit, how to design a circuit, and with which value we can test it is okay with it or not.
Okay. So, my next question to you is related to the what kind of microcontroller you have studied till now?
So mainly we have studied 8051 and basically we have worked on it. So, and
So
8
this
mega
controller,
328.
okay. So this
Also.
controller is invented by which company?
Intel.
Intel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many pins we are using in 8051 microcontroller?
40 pins.
40 pins.
It is. Yes, sir.
So have you heard about crystal oscillator?
Yes, sir.
So in crystal oscillator, how many capacitors are connected across crystal oscillator?
So 2 capacitors are connected parallel with the crystal oscillator.
They are in parallel or they are in series?
Parallel, sir.
In parallel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I connect two capacitors in parallel, the capacitance will increase or decrease?
If we connect to parallel capacitor, then they are in, so the capacitance increases.
In parallel, the capacitance increases.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. How a capacitor works?
So mainly first, when we provide supply to the capacitor, then it charges, and then it store energy in it due to electrostatic force.
Let me refine first. Suppose I am giving a DC supply to a capacitor and I am giving a AC supply to the capacitor. Is the behavior remain same for both the supply or it will be different?
So it remains same.
It will be same. Then what is the need of AC and DC? If it behaves in the same manner, then in place of AC, I can apply DC. and capacitor will work in the same manner, then what is the need of two different supplies?
So
Are you getting my
I
question?
don't know. Yes, sir, I get.
Okay, so just go through this particular topic, because these two components are very important as far as secure meter is concerned, inductor and capacitor.
Yes, sir.
So just see the basic of how inductor and capacitor will work on two different supplies. If you give DC, if you give AC, what are the behavior they possess?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So another question is related to controller, microcontroller. So in microcontroller, how many ports you are using?
So mainly they have 4 ports, and port
Okay.
3 we mainly uses because they have interrupts and serial port
Okay.
input output pins.
So we have some pins allotted for communication also.
Yes, sir.
So what type of communication 8051 provide? It's a parallel communication or a serial communication?
Serial communication, sir.
What are the advantages of serial communication?
So it receiving or transmit the data easily by serial communication. By 2 pins, they easily transfer data or receive data.
Okay, serial transmission is used for short distance or long distance?
So serial transmission is used for a long distance.
Long distance transmission.
Yes, sir.
Its speed is low or high? Matlab, it is for faster speed or it is for lower speed?
So faster speed.
Faster speed. Are you confirmed?
Yes, sir.
It is used for
I
fast
read about
transmission.
it. Yes, sir. I read about it. So
Okay. Okay. What type of interrupt we are using 8051?
so there are mainly 5 type of interrupts, 2 external interrupts in it, and 2 timers or counter interrupts, and 1 serial communication interrupt.
Nahin,
Serial port.
two timer interrupt.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
2
So
external.
which one has the highest? Which one has the highest priority?
So external interrupt 0 is the highest priority interrupt because
Okay.
and then timer 0 is the higher interrupt, then external 1 and timer 1, and then serial port.
Okay. Okay. Have you heard about Smith trigger?
Smith trigger, yes, sir.
So how can you design Smith trigger?
Sir, I only heard about it. I don't know how to design it.
Okay. What does a Smith trigger do? करता क्या है वो?
So Smith chart. So I know little about Smith chart, not Smith trigger. So Smith chart.
Smith chart is a different.
Okay.
That is a different thing. This is a different subject. We are not discussing Smith chart. It is in microwave.
Yes, sir.
I am asking about Smith trigger that you can design using op-amp.
Sir, I don't know.
You don't know. You have not attended my session. Op-amp.
Sir, I attend.
I think you forgot.